What's up, fellow degenerates? Mickey D here for Cold Beer Sports on Saturday evening between it's gone 4 o'clock. Racing just over. Good day's racing it was, and tomorrow's going to be even better. Really looking forward to the racing tomorrow at Fairyhouse. 3 selections for tomorrow: 2 in Fairyhouse and 1 in Leicester. First, just on Friday night's Friday's Trixie. It didn't go according to plan, but hang in there. We're only a pint down. We'll get it back, don't worry. And just to Keith Bennett, he left a comment saying that we didn't even hit the crossbar. I don't plan on hitting the crossbar, Keith. I want to hit the net, back of the net. We're going to get there soon. Hang in there. Thanks for your comment, though. I appreciate all the comments that we've left. I had a busy weekend, so I didn't get time to answer a lot of them back. The each way selection of the big race today ran 5th at 16-1. The machine ran okay. They rode it to get the trip. It clearly didn't stay at the 3 miles too, but I'd say that there is a 3 mile handicap race to be won by the machine over the winter. So we'll keep an eye on that, and if it suits, we will get on it the next time. Anyway, on to tomorrow. This will be the last time as well on a Saturday that I'll be given a video. Matt Merrigan has told myself and Joe that we have to have our selections in for Saturday and Sunday. On the Friday night, that he's got very attached to the wheelbarrow. Jesus Christ Almighty. It's unreal with him. He's even calling the podcast, the weekly podcast now, he's calling it the Wheelbarrow Podcast. Can't get this out of his head. But it reminds me of there was an ad years ago for American Express. It said you never leave home without it. Apparently American, no matter where he goes now, he brought even shopping the other day to Aldi. But anyway, we'll be given the weekends for Saturday and Sunday, we'll be giving them on a Friday night anymore, and they won't be back until Monday morning. So that's what the wheelbarrow does. I sort of regret giving it to him or getting him one in the first place. But anyway, that's what happens. I was afraid to watch the toy show last night for fear he'd land on it. He'd land, I thought he might. I didn't watch it. I said, but Jesus Christ, he'd land pushing it up and down the fucking screen. 3 selections tomorrow. I always like to target the handicaps on a Sunday, particularly down through the years. In the 310. Magic Tricks for an in-form Gordon Elliott yard. It is track for him. It was second on only its 5th lifetime start in a Grade A handicap last spring. Rated 132 at the time. It won a maiden hurl in Navan on only its 2nd lifetime start. It was second the last time in Esquilane in soft ground, and I thought the soft ground sort of was against him. So he was given the winner a pound the last day. He's getting 6 tomorrow, beating a few lengths the last time. I think the ground is more suitable, still only 5. It's an 8-1 shot, and I think it's worth a pint each way. Some of the bookies are paying 6 places, some are paying 5, and the regular quarter of the odds with some of them at 4. So whatever you feel like doing yourself. The 2nd selection is also a Gordon Elliott trained beast, Coko Beach. This won the Thyestes last year. I backed to that day. It beat Run Wild Fred it was off 138 that day. It's up to 150 now. Then it won a Grade 2 novice chase over 3 miles in Navan, and it finished 7th at 28 in the Irish Grand National. So that was a good run for a 6-year-old. So it ran okay on its seasonal reappearance. It was behind Invoy Allen in Down Royal. It carries top weight, but as I've said multiple times before, you don't put top weight on an ass. It is carrying top weight, but Presenting Per Se won this race in 2017 off top weight as well. So it can be done if you're classy enough, and I think this might be classy enough to give to give the weight away. It was 4-1 an hour ago. It's into 7-2. I think it's worth a 2-pint win bet. The 3rd and final selection is in the 3:30 at Leicester. A mare's maiden or mare's handicap hurl. I seem to target a lot of these with fairly good success. The selection is Tashunka for Fergal O'Brien and Paddy Brennan. It has only had 4 bumper runs and 5 hurdle runs, but it was second last May over 2 miles 4 in Worcester on good ground. Then it had a break, and it came back on the 2nd of November in Exeter over 2 miles 6. It finished 4th. That doesn't tell the whole story. If you watch the video of that race, when they jumped to second last, you'd call it the winner. But it clearly didn't stay the 2.6, and it folded up as a need of the run and finished 4th. I think the run, that first outing will bring it forward, and it's a 5-1 shot. The 7 in it, I think it's worth a 2-point win. The favourite is Skelton's Yoke. And it was one on his first run the last day after leaving the Warden Dietrich yard. But it was under the Cosh sort of half a mile from home. And I think this is classy. This travelled into the race like a dream the last day. And I think that was the distance and not being sharp enough that beat her the last day. So I expect her to be thereabouts tomorrow. Fergal O'Brien, in the last 21 days, has 67 runners, 16 winners, 25 places. So that's a 24% strike rate. So the yard is going well. Paddy Brennan riding well. So there's my 3. And I wouldn't mind if any you want to just put half a pint each way travel on the 3 of them as well. We'll be starting the weekly podcast on Thursday. If any you want to send in a couple of questions, a question. Now, don't be asking for the lot of numbers, and don't be looking to find out what size shoes I have or what's my waist size. Something realistic about horses, and I'll call it getting it off my chest. I'll answer them as honestly and as best I can if the questions come in suitable. So, best of luck tomorrow, and thank you for joining. Like and subscribe, that's what they say, and hope we get a good day's racing tomorrow. Mickey D for Cold Beer Sports, over and out.